Have you ever noticed how, when men go through something really tough, most people barely seem to notice? It's almost like there's this invisible rule. Men are supposed to be okay all the time, no matter what's happening inside. That stings because it's so real. Guys get handed this idea early on: man up, don't show emotion, just keep moving. I know plenty of men who are carrying huge emotional loads, but if you ask them how they're doing, you'll get a joke or a quick, "I'm fine," never the truth. Exactly. And what's wild is, men are often dealing with so many different kinds of pressure at once: money issues, family stuff, feeling alone, and yet they still have to show up as the provider, the problem solver. It's like no one ever asks if they need help. It goes even deeper. Some men face emotional or even physical abuse, but they can't say a word. The moment a man reports being hurt by a woman, too many people just laugh or dismiss it. There's nowhere safe for those stories to land. That's honestly heartbreaking. And then, when you see a guy who's distant or acting cold, people just call him heartless or closed off. But it could just be exhaustion from holding it all in every single day. I've seen it too. Those quiet moments where a man looks totally worn out, but nobody asks if he's all right. It's like people expect him to be made of stone, but stones crack under pressure too, don't they? That actually reminds me, why do you think men feel like they have to hide their pain so much? I mean, even when things get really bad, most men still won't open up. Because the second they do, they risk being labeled as weak. Society's quick to call a man soft if he breaks down, but for women, crying is allowed, even encouraged. It's a double standard that keeps a lot of guys suffering in silence. And that silence can get dangerous. Bottling up stress, sadness, or anger, it all builds up. Before you know it, it's affecting their health, their relationships, even their ability to work. Totally, mental health can spiral when there's no outlet. I read somewhere that men are far less likely to seek help for depression, and that leads to a whole cycle of isolation. Sometimes, just being asked, "Are you okay?" could make a world of difference. Funny you say that, because I think creating that safe space is exactly what's missing. Imagine if more people, friends, family, partners, actually listened when a man hinted he wasn't fine. It would change everything. Men need to know they won't be judged or laughed at if they open up. Even small gestures like checking in or just letting them vent could chip away at that old stereotype. Maybe it starts with all of us, rethinking what strength really means. Sometimes, admitting you're struggling is way braver than pretending everything's perfect. Absolutely, and if you see a guy who's a little quieter these days, maybe just ask how he's holding up. You never know what battles he could be fighting beneath the surface.